Hi and hello, metal fans of Portland. Today I'm speaking to Klingon death metal band Stovokor. They will be performing Friday, March 29th at Lower Columbia College in Washington State, about an hour drive north of Portland, for Nanocon, which is a science fiction convention, so there'll be more entertainment there aside from the band themselves to keep your interest throughout the day. Also, they'll be performing Saturday, April 27th at Twilight Cafe with Massive Scar Era and Anana Mia, with other bands as well. There's a full page of bands performing at that show. It's only $10 a ticket, I think, so it's worth every penny spent. Stovokor, worth $10 every time, so you're getting a ton of entertainment for a very low price. Highly recommend seeing them if you haven't yet. Once you get into this interview, once you start hearing what they're like, just imagine that on stage, because that's what we're talking about. The performance, the entertainment, the everything about this band is amazing and awesome. And if it wasn't their stage performance alone, if it wasn't that's going to get you in the show, that's going to convince you to get a ticket, it's the music too. Give them a listen. This band kicks ass. Seriously. I've listened to I remember hearing them on the radio a long time ago, so I went home and I looked them up on the internet because I was like, I love Star Trek. I want to hear what the Klingon death metal band's all about. I looked them up, I listened to them. I ended up putting all their songs on my iPod and spent like the whole week telling everybody I knew, there's this Klingon death metal band. They totally kick ass. Their music rules. And I've been following them closely ever since because they are just so cool. And again, once we get into this interview, you're gonna get an idea of what they're like in terms of their personality. However, it was a little all over the place. I was a little nervous because I didn't want to offend them. Klingons are kind of touchy, you know, and I was trying to appease them with asking them questions about Klingon culture. So. Anyways, I don't know if I offended them or not, so I might not survive their next live performance. However, you will find during this interview that hearing everybody speak might be a little difficult because I had them on speakerphone. However, if you listen with a headset on, it makes it a little bit better. You can hear everybody speaking much better with a headset on. So I recommend that you put on some headphones or something before we start this show. All right, guys, let's not waste any more time, actually. Let's just get right into this interview. Hey, how's it going over there? So I'm speaking with Stovokor, the Klingon metal band. I'd like to ask you guys, what brings you to the planet Earth?
Domination. Broken apart. Conquest and glory. That's got an malfunctioning temporal device. Yes, we've been stuck here for quite a while, but we're trying to make the best of it. And we are. It's an ugly planet. A bug planet.
Dude, so I had seen you guys perform before, actually. I've seen you guys play 2 times. One time.
Unlikely, you're still alive.
Yeah, I know, right? Seriously, but you guys put on a hell of a show, really killer. It reminds me of, it has a lot, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Gwar, but you guys have a great sense of humor, I gotta say. As Klingons, you guys are hilarious on stage. You guys have a great sense of humor, I gotta say that.
We're deadly serious. It's probably just an issue with the translating. The universal translator. Yeah, they're tricky things. I do know why they lie. Keep laughing. Yeah, keep laughing. They use that when they're nervous.
So, you know, one thing I noticed though is the first time I saw you, you guys had a musician, one of your Klingon buddies. He was on the drum set, and then the second time I saw you, he was playing guitar. Did you guys get a new?
He's a multi-faceted individual.
Oh, okay, all right. You know, Before I ask you about upcoming events, I wanted to ask you guys if you were going to be stranded on a planet like, say, Earth, and you could only choose to bring one of three things, what would you bring? One is glory. What's that?
We all bring our cars, and that would work.
Would you bring glory, battle, or honor? You could only choose one.
Only one.
I would say honor, because you can use honor to get the other things too. Oh wait, I think I have that backwards. Those are all the names of my cards.
You know, I wanted to know how was it that you guys ended up being on that documentary movie? How did that event take place? Because there was the first one, and then there was a second one, and I wanted to know who got in contact with you guys to be a part of that production.
Well, when you need a Klingon metal band for your movie, and you start looking around, and we're kind of the only game in town.
Have you guys come up against any other alien-themed bands? Like, is there a Ferengi metal band, perhaps, or a jazz band?
From our perspective, you're the alien.
That's a good
racist question, dude.
That's a good point.
Oh, this is going so well.
All right. So, okay.
Ferengi don't usually become musicians. They're more likely to become producers or managers.
And the Vulcans are too busy doing like New Age music or something,
Oh, what about what would the Borg be into? Like techno or something?
EDM.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, all right. So you guys have an event coming up at Nanocon in Washington. What will you be doing, and is there a stage performance set up there? Is there some sort of? Are you guys like doing a meet and greet type of thing?
We ain't got a stage show. We just play rock and roll.
All right. Excellent.
Stovokor and puppet show. We will be accompanying various other acts, and we will be demonstrating our battlefield tactics and demonstrating the superiority of Klingon culture.
Yes.
We're not allowed to do the traditional meet and greet format anymore. There's still a lawsuit pending for the last one. Too much meat, not enough grease.
Yes. I have to agree with you on that. Okay, so if you were going to this event and you could only take one weapon with you, would you take the Batleth, the Dakta, or the Jintak spear, or you'll have to forgive me for my pronunciation, or the Mevek? That's like a dagger,
yes,
right?
We totally forgive you.
I know, my Klingon's rusty.
Do I also have a biotic skill?
Yeah. One of them has, there's like two daggers there, there's a spear and the Batleth, which I know is Kales's weapon of choice. The Unforgettable, correct?
You didn't list a necklace as an option. I prefer a necklace because you can open your beer with it afterwards.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to use the necklace and a whole buttload of Captain White options. That's my weapon of choice. That's a nice thousand ropes in one night.
Yeah, my Batleth is...
No, we can't. Come and do that.
My Batleth is heavily modified. It's a precision instrument. Calling it a weapon is like calling a clown car a jet fighter or something like that.
Dude.
Yes, and I will be taking my terrifying voice.
Yeah, the Betleth has definitely got to be one of the more superior weapons out there in the universe. No one can compete with that weapon, especially when used by a skilled warrior.
My guitar is outfitted with a weirding module.
What does that do?
You'll see.
So, you guys are producing music. What will listeners be looking forward to? Any kind of album coming out anytime soon?
Interesting question. There are recordings that may or may not see the light of day. We have new recordings planned. The best recordings shall win. You could say we haven't quite deemed your species worthy.
Yeah, that's fine. One thing I would like, though, is I definitely love your song. I definitely love your song For the Glory of Kronos, which I want to know all the lyrics of that song. Do you have a page where I can read those lyrics?
Well, they'll soon be erected on a large marble stone, in the center of whatever ruined city, what used to be a capital.
I think the Rose Garden's will be a perfect place for
They
that.
smell quite nice.
Your children will be able to see the tail.
Yeah, they're going to learn it in
My wife's going, maybe that too.
And when we say school, it's more like a work camp, It's a learning facility. It's an experience. We had to kill your parents.
Oh, man. So what fills the night? What do you guys do when you're not playing music? I mean, I'm sure you guys are talking about spreading the word of the Empire, I hope, right?
Yes, and breeding targs, and standing in fields and watching the herds of targs slowly meander across the hill.
We're from the future where there's no money. Unfortunately, we all have day jobs. Yeah, you haven't figured out the whole post-scarcity thing yet.
That is
I
awesome.
just don't fish for a living.
Tell me if you guys have seen the television show Game of Thrones.
No.
No, oh, okay.
You do totally. Is that thing that made it okay to be a nerd?
It's weird though, because I feel like they totally ripped off your legend of the Red Wedding was a total ripoff of your legendary Kalis at the Great Hall of Kamchi, where he massacred 500 warriors with his wife, right?
Poser. Yes. Well, according to your propaganda, we consider it a tribute that your Earth propaganda is mirroring the archetypal legends of our people.
I know.
The dragons are wrong. Nothing like the ones on Baron Garrison.
I know, it's all this fake news, right?
Fake news. Star Trek! Made by humans for humans. Truly disgusting.
Right.
Yes, in a world where Section 31 doesn't exist, the Federation never does anything bad. I've heard of your atrocities, your death camps.
How will listeners get tickets to Nanocon if they want to see you perform?
They fight to the death, I believe. But what's the capacity? They'll let that many people live.
Okay.
Just cut the fight off there. Yes, tickets are included with a meal ration purchase.
That's good. That's definitely good. All right, excellent.
Use the Google human and look for the Nanocon at Longview, Washington.
Yes, definitely. That's not too far of a drive. About an hour drive away from Portland, Oregon.
Yes. World Festival in the spring. Using your primitive locomotion, that is correct.
Yes. All right. Excellent. So, in your experience musically, have you performed with anyone that you like? Is there any, I guess I should say, human role models that perhaps you guys look to for inspiration?
No. We're here to kind of amend all that. There are new role models in ignoring the ludicrous conceit that humans can be role models. Blood Hag, Gargantua, captured by robots. Captured by robots, jumped down because there's only one filthy human. All the rest are robots. Because it should be. Vector was quite honorable in their time. Yes. Not actually human. So, we can relate to them. You know, we're close to kind of fish out of water.
Johnny X and the Grodies, too. Yeah. They know how to push the buttons and operate the starship.
They push the boundaries of what we hate.
That's all right. You know, all right. So that is, we will definitely be having you guys. I would definitely want to know how that show goes on March 29th at Nanocon. But also,
it'll be in the paper.
I'll definitely be posting on that, and I'll let everyone know how it goes. And
number alert! Make sure you get a good picture of the smoldering crater we will leave in our wake.
Yes.
What happened to Mountain View?
Amber alert! Are you on stage?
You must tell them.
The
harbinger of our doom.
Also, you will also be invading the Twilight Cafe April 27th. You'll be performing with Massive Scar Era and local Portland Anonymia metal acts. Do you have anything about that show you know about? Anything?
We'll be there and it will be awesome because of it.
Yes.
They will thank us. We conquered that venue once, and they revolted, so we're going to conquer it again.
Yes.
They were revolting.
I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Canadians there, and we will witness them metal.
Please put on more. Please put on more music videos of your music.
From Mucha.
You guys have a killer live performance.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. What was that?
I was just saying, you guys have a killer live performance. I definitely hope you guys post more videos of you performing on stage. That is a really kick-ass show, and I always recommend anybody I know to go see you guys live.
We're like a musical wood chipper. Just being humans into it. Your eyes will bleed.
Yes. All right, well, I'll let you guys get back to practicing. I'll make sure to add a link.
Do not practice.
Right. I'm sorry. I'll just let you.
Practice.
We don't play.
We don't play. We play. It's over. We practice. Klingons do not play. Klingons slay.
Yeah, that's right. How stupid of me to have said such a silly thing. Oh, man, of
Enjoy
course.
the planet while it's still around.
Go forth and enjoy your life, human, while you still have it.
But no, humans have to cry when their oceans boil dry.
All right, you guys. You guys have a killer night. You guys enjoy conquering.
We do.
All right, you guys. Catch you later.
Goodbye.
Kapla!
Kapla!